Hi, boys and girls. We're in Mrs. Becker's kitchen, which means it's time for science. And we're going to tie our science into Valentine's Day. And you will notice on my tray, I have all kinds of, what are these? Hearts, that's right. What color is this? This is purple, and it might be hard to see on your screen. What color is this? That's right, that's pink. And what color is this? Red, that's right. And we're going to try to make crystals on our hearts. Now, this is one of those science experiments where we won't see what happens right away. So we'll get everything set up, and we'll do the experiment, and then tomorrow, Mrs. Becker will come back and show you what's happened because it's going to take a while for some of this to work. Okay? All right. So we are studying, wait till you hear this, crystallography. Crystallography, that's the study of crystals and how they are made. And the secret to making crystals is the solution you make. And you need a supersaturated solution. Now, don't worry if you don't understand all of that. Just know that we're going to be using water. And water is made up of molecules. In fact, everything's made up of molecules. We've talked about that before. Now, when the water's cold, and this water is cold, the molecules are close together. But when you heat the water, then the molecules are far apart. And that's the time when you can add salt to the water and make a solution that can be used to make crystals, okay? Because then there's room in the water to add the salt to make the crystal. All right, so the directions are take 1 cup of water, which I've already put in here, and then heat it up. And I'm going to heat mine in the microwave. You could have an adult help you boil water on your stove. But the best thing that I'm going to do, the fastest thing, is I'm going to heat this up in my microwave for 2 minutes. So let me do that. Did you hear that? Okay, so it has to go for 2 minutes, and you know what? I have to be very, very, very careful when I take that out of the microwave because I don't want to burn myself, do I? Because this will be boiling water. So I have 1 cup of cold water that I'm heating for 2 minutes in the microwave, and you can use table salt with this, but I have read that Epsom salts make the crystals faster. And this morning, I tried the table salt, and it's still taking time for the crystals to form. And I thought, well, why don't I do the Epsom salts with the boys and the girls? And it says that I should add 3 tablespoons of Epsom salts to the water once it boils. So I want to show you that this is what a tablespoon is. And I'm going to add 3 of these. And I'll stir it together with a spoon. I'll stir all the Epsom salt together with the water using the spoon. And it should look a little milky, okay? It shouldn't be clear like the water was when we first started, okay? So let me go ahead and get this open. And we'll be ready when my water actually is done. I'm going to show you what Epsom salts look like first. See those? How about if I get it near my camera? All right. They kind of sparkle, and they're bigger than the crystals that you see with regular salt, all right? And actually, I'm going to put this carefully down on my tray because then I'll be ready to go. And then the water's done. Okay, we're almost there. Listen. All right, I'm going to be very careful because this is hot. Now, you can't see this, but, oh, you can. Do you see the steam coming off of the water? So it's hot. All right, I'm supposed to put 3 tablespoons of salt in here. Ooh, look at what happens. Look. So I'm going to stir that one in. That was 1. All right, let me get another one here. Remember, I'm making a super saturated solution. Who knew, huh? Okay, here's 2. Oh, look, it's still cloudy. Let me stir it. That means something's going on when it's cloudy like that. All right, now I'm supposed to do 1 more. 3. Okay. Stir it up. Ooh, it's milky now. Okay. See that? Ooh. Okay. Now I'm going to take some of this and just gently put it on the hearts. All right, do you see that? I'm just gently putting this all on the hearts. And I'll come back and make sure I spread it around a little bit so the whole heart is covered. It's kind of tricky, but not too bad. But you have to be really careful. You wouldn't do this unless your mom or dad or somebody else older was with you to do it, okay? Because you don't want to hurt yourself because it is hot water. All right, I'm going to do all the hearts here. And I'm going to do a little experiment. I'm going to use my spoon for these hearts. And then I'm going to use a paintbrush for some of the hearts too and see if that works better. Okay. So for these hearts, I'm going to use my paintbrush and see what happens. And that's maybe a little easier. We'll see. And then I have something else special to show you. All right, let's see what happens here. 1 more. So I have all my paper hearts covered with water, with our hopefully super saturated solution, right? And then we have to let them dry, which is what takes the time. Okay, now another thing I can use is a pipe cleaner. And this is a purple pipe cleaner. And what shape is the pipe cleaner in? Can you tell? It's a heart. So I'm going to I think I'm going to dip this in. I think I can dip it in and not hurt myself. If I let it kind of cool off there, that's not bad. All right. Again, you wouldn't do this. You would want your mom or dad to help you. Now, do you want to see how to make a heart with a pipe cleaner? All right. So I've got a pipe cleaner, and I'm going to bend it down, and I'm going to put these 2 together. Do you see that? And I'm going to just twist them a little bit. Okay. Then at the other end, I'm going to kind of make a point like that. And I got my heart. It's pretty easy. Let's do it again here. And we'll let it cool a little bit. Before I touch it, you can still see the steam coming off. All right, on that side. All right, and I'm going to put this down because it's got to dry. And I thought maybe I should do a red heart too. I already made a red heart. You see my red heart here? Okay. All right, let it dry. Or I shouldn't say dry, but let it cool off. And dip there. All right, now I have to let this all dry. And it's going to take a while, okay? And then in the end, we'll see if we have made salt crystals. And we'll talk about a little bit about how that happens, okay? So tune in tomorrow morning and we'll see, well, actually probably tomorrow afternoon. Tune in tomorrow afternoon and we'll see what the salt crystals look like. All right, boys and girls, thank you for helping me with our science today. Bye-bye.